Do you recognize this feeling? You approach your cat with the best intentions, but in return, you get a cold stare, a flick of the tail, or just empty space. The cat simply walks away. In moments like these, a thought creeps in. Does he just not like me? Or worse, is he holding a grudge? The truth is, cats aren't capable of faking it the way we humans sometimes do. Their behavior is an honest signal. And today we're going to translate these signals from cat to human to understand where a bad mood ends and a silent cry for help begins. Welcome back, friends. You're on the channel where we learn to understand those who walk by themselves. Recently, I came across a story from a city cat named Solia. She mused that humans often completely misunderstand the reasons behind feline dissatisfaction. And it's true. We tend to anthropomorphize our pets. We think they are taking revenge, being spiteful, or doing things on purpose. But animal psychology tells us the opposite. What we perceive as dislike is most often chronic stress or a loss of security. If your furry friend has changed, it's not a reason to be offended. It's a reason to analyze. Today, we will break down 5 subtle stages of a breaking bond with your cat, and most importantly, learn how to rebuild trust before it's too late. Before we get to the signals, let's clear up one fundamental thing. Cats do not plot revenge. They don't have a notebook in their head where they write, "Owner didn't give me a treat at 8 a.m., so at noon, I will destroy the curtains." A cat's memory works associatively. While a dog might wag its tail out of politeness or subordination, a cat is always brutally honest. If a cat starts avoiding you, it means your image in their mind has become firmly linked with discomfort. In the original story, a cat named Mirka hid under the bed, not because she was mean, but because her owner violated her boundaries, picking her up against her will. To a cat, forced cuddles aren't affection. They are a restriction of freedom, one of the biggest stressors for a predator. Remember the 5-second rule. If the cat doesn't initiate contact, don't force it. Give them the power to control the interaction. But what do you do if the cat doesn't just refuse to be held, but seems to be erasing you from their life entirely? The first and quietest signal of a rift is a lack of initiative. Remember how it used to be? Did she greet you at the door, headbutt your legs, or jump on your lap the moment you sat down for a movie? If she now chooses the far corner of the sofa or a different room entirely, this is a yellow flag. Cats are social animals, but their sociality is selective. They interact when they feel safe. A sudden stop in greeting rituals means the animal has switched into energy-saving modes and secrecy. Solia, the heroine of our story, was right. This isn't just a bad mood. It is a loss of interest in you as a source of positive emotions. Think of a roommate you've had a falling out with. You don't fight physically? No. You just stop going into the kitchen when they are there. Cats do the exact same thing. Now, let's learn to read what is written not in words, but in the body. Many people think if the cat isn't hissing or biting, everything is fine. That is a misconception. Hissing is the last resort when diplomacy has failed. Pay attention to the micro movements. Does your cat huff or sigh when you walk by? Or does his tail lash sharply from side to side like a metronome? Contrary to myths, a wagging tail in cats is a sign of internal conflict or irritation, not joy. The eyes are especially revealing. In nature, a direct, prolonged stare is a threat, a challenge to a duel. If a cat looks at you without blinking, with dilated pupils, they are tense. Conversely, if they constantly look away, as if afraid to meet your eyes, they don't trust you. A loving cat looks at you softly and blinks slowly. This is the famous slow blink, or kitty kiss. No kiss? Then there is a problem. Sometimes the problem isn't you personally, but what you are doing to their world. For us, moving an armchair or buying a new wardrobe is just refreshing the interior. For a cat, it is the destruction of their cognitive map. Cats are territorial geniuses. They know every inch of their domain. When we thoughtlessly move things, bowls, or heaven forbid, the litter box, we pull the rug out from under them. The article mentioned a cat named Barnaby. His owner brought a dog home and decided they'll figure it out themselves. The result? Ruined shoes and accidents outside the litter box. It is crucial to understand when a cat pees on your bed or in your shoes, they aren't taking revenge. They are trying to mix their scent with yours to restore a sense of safety, or they are desperately marking territory they feel they are losing. This isn't spite, it's a panic attack expressed physiologically. Never punish for litter box accidents. You will only increase their anxiety, creating a vicious cycle. Second, the opposite situation, food insecurity. The cat starts swallowing food greedily without chewing, stealing from the table, or hiding scraps. This is a sign of uncertainty about tomorrow. This happens if the animal was punished with food deprivation or if their bowl was often taken away. It forms resource anxiety. A happy cat eats with dignity, knowing their bowl is safe. And finally, the saddest sign is silence, where there used to be dialogue. Did you know that adult cats in the wild almost never meow at each other? They use sense and body language. Meowing is a special language developed over the course of evolution exclusively for us humans. It is their way of knocking on our door for attention. If your usually chatty cat who used to comment on every opening of the fridge has suddenly gone silent and stopped responding to their name, this is a red flag. It can indicate learned helplessness. The cat has realized that their signals are being ignored, that the connection is broken, and has simply stopped trying. The loss of the desire to communicate is the final stage of alienation. This picture might seem gloomy, but I have good news for you. Cats are incredibly forgiving creatures. Unlike humans, they don't hold on to the past if the present becomes safe and predictable. Everything can be fixed. But the way back is not through force, but through respect. Start small, stop forcing affection. Let the cat miss you. Make their environment predictable. Feed and play at the exact same time. And most importantly, learn to read their no. If the cat flicks its tail, step back. By respecting their refusal today, you earn their consent and trust tomorrow. A cat is not a subordinate. They are a fellow traveler on this planet with a very sensitive soul. Value their individuality, and they will surely answer you with that cozy purr that heals all our anxieties. How does your cat show dissatisfaction? Do they huff, walk away, or file a complaint in your slippers? Tell us in the comments. We'll discuss the most interesting stories in the next video. Take care of your furry friends, subscribe to understand them better, and see you next time.